Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we are looking at something is killing the children. Now I must apologize, I'm not in my usual spot for where I record. Not necessarily bad thing. I just noticed some damage on this book, which is very annoying. But there may be some reflection, hopefully not too much as the pages turn. So our story begins with Erica as a child, learning to train, and Jessica's trying to teach her to use guns rather than just knives and swords, which Erica is more comfortable with, so she can adapt. Plus, it's a lot of fun, and they've come away from the usual place where the white masks watch them and perhaps gloat a little bit. But not all guns work against monsters. But this young Erica, well, she certainly gives it a go. So, our story begins with Aaron finding Erica, who has switched her phone off for the last week and making his job extremely difficult to find her. And he said he would be sad if she was gone as well. And of course there is the other aspect that Aaron may have to go and hunt, which he can do if he has to. So we start talking about the Ascura type, which is the monster, and these little things like to run quite fast, etc. The girl had a plan of how she could fight back. Now, this girl knew a combination to her dad's safe, which had plenty of guns in there. This little girl, which was horrendous, she should not be exposed to this. So then Erica decided, she was going to try and trap the little thing. However, she was just one. It didn't really work. And Aaron mentions, did you not think that you should have brought in the white masks, which work as a group compared to the black masks? And she decided, well, to carry on. But she knew that if there was one more hunter beside her, she would have been okay in achieving this. So things go a little bit wrong as Erica was tired, and the monster was getting the upper hand. Now the little girl decided to use one of her dad's guns. However, she couldn't figure out she had left the safety on. You can see where this is going, and this is probably one of the best stories that James has ever written, because it got to me in this moment, because Erica tried shouting at her, and as the little girl fumbled, well, you can imagine what happened. And then I'm not going to pretend to be an expert, but I think this has happened in general a few times in the US. I mean, in the UK we don't have guns and stuff like that, but over there they do. So quite distraught if your child shot herself. But this was meant to be Erica's show. She was going for the monster, and absolutely devastating how this happened. So Aaron says, if it was that bad a case, you could have called me. And she's like, well, you would have given me grief about it. He said, well, what do you think I've been doing anyway? I can't just say I don't know where you are. I've been covering this time anyway. And he says, I was worried about you. Now he's worried about him because Jessica used to drink. That's how she coped with being the monster hunter. But Erica just goes just as hard on herself but she doesn't have that outlet to release. She doesn't drink, she doesn't cut herself, but she does hurt herself in another way. In her head, she is hurting herself. So it turns out that the monster, with the girl's last moments alive for a couple of minutes, the fear was there. The monster went for the girl, and Erica managed to do her job in finishing off. And she mentions that the fear was produced from her dad. She didn't know why. She didn't know whether he hit her, abused her. She didn't know, but it stemmed there. So Erica made a point. She took every gun to the quarry and disposed of it. Disposed of every single one. And then she went back there with the gun that the little girl had killed herself. Ready to pull the trigger. Ready to do it. But she didn't, because it wouldn't change anything. You know, and this is a line that hunting monsters is fine. Killing people, even though it may seem right, is still wrong. So death is easy for Erica, maybe a bit too easy. So she stopped, and then she says the girl, her name was Jessica, just like her friend who's been gone. And Aaron says, you know, you still did good. You still saved the day. You may have not saved that girl. I know a lot of other girls out there. So this is why Erica is the way she is. Why the children come first. And the rules of St. George come second to her. That is her priority, to save these children. Not to take them out or kill others, as and when, to protect St. George's secret as well. You know, this is why that change happens in that original first arc. And then the story ends with, where am I going next? So, written by a talented James Tynion IV, Werther Dell'Edera on the art, colors by Miguel Murto, and Antwell design on the letters. Part 5, and that is the end of Road Stories. Now, the next issue that is gonna sort of be Something is Killing the Children 0. So it goes just before that first issue, and something happens in that first issue that perhaps leads Erica on her, like I just said, like her crusade around saving the children, etc. So something happens in that issue to bring about that first arc and what she does next. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I think it's a special, so it'll probably be almost a double issue, as they usually are, around 30 odd pages as they are sometimes. So looking forward to that. If you like my channel, please do support me by subscribing. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you to everybody that subscribed to my channel already. Make sure you look after yourself, and as always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.